Morning, HMS 7. Focusing again in Jumpstart, habits of highly successful people. I want to take a step back today and just think about this. If you run into any problem in your life, whether it be social, emotional, or academic, you come into this building socially, emotionally, academically, if you have a problem, I want you to ask yourself this question. Which one of these 7 habits am I struggling with? Because typically, those 3 problems, socially, emotionally, and academically, can all be addressed through one of these 7 habits, if not all 7 habits. So if I'm struggling, I start with, have I been proactive? Have I sought out a solution to my problem? Have I asked questions? Have I tried something differently? I always like to revert back to the story of Jay-Z, one of the more successful hip-hop artists of all time, who would not get a record deal when he's younger. Instead, rather than just quitting and going somewhere else, he chose to sell his own music and start his own company. That's a very good example of being proactive. So if you're struggling academically, socially, emotionally, first place you start, ask yourself this question: have I been proactive? Number 2, have I prioritized? Have I put first things first? Number 3, do I have a goal to be successful each and every day? Do I have a goal to be successful in my life? Number 4, have I helped other people out? Have I spent my day helping people out, working that win-win philosophy? Number 5, have I listened? Am I truly listening to what the adults in my life who are trying to help me are saying? Am I truly listening with my heart, my ears, and my eyes, making good eye contact? Synergizing, am I being a good teammate? Am I working well with others? And the last one, when we're in the month of April, sharpening that saw. Am I getting enough sleep at night? Am I putting the right nutrients in my body? Am I learning new things? Am I laughing? Am I thankful? I truly, truly believe that if you're practicing all these 7 habits to their fullest extent, most of your problems socially, emotionally, and academically go away. So again, if you run into a problem when you come into this building, I want you to ask yourself this question: which one of these 7 habits am I struggling with? Am I struggling to be proactive? Am I struggling to prioritize? Am I struggling to set goals? Am I struggling to help other people out? Am I struggling to listen? Am I struggling to be a good teammate? And am I struggling to take care of myself personally? Those are your 7 habits right there. You practice those 7 habits, you will find success. I promise you. And if you're not finding success, look within, because you're the driver of your life. You are in control of you. And I'm going to guess that if you're struggling, one of those 7 habits is out of balance. For example, got 3 hours of sleep, I didn't eat right. I'm going to show up into the building, I'm going to be struggling. How can I help myself when I didn't do that? How can I control what I do? Go to win-win. Prioritize. Get through the day, one step at a time. Then you take those 7 habits and you apply a growth mindset to them, which is simply a mindset of understanding through all kinds of research that our minds are like a muscle. Just like your muscles, the more you work them, the stronger they get. 4 key avenues to adopting that growth mindset tied in with those 7 habits. Time and effort. Put in the time and effort of practicing those habits each and every day. If those aren't working, start to ask questions. Say, you know what? I put in all this time, I put in all this effort, but I don't feel myself getting better. That's time to start asking questions of yourself. What have I not tried? Ask questions of other people. Number 3, always understand mistakes equal growth. No one's going to be perfect. We're all going to struggle with our decision making. We're all going to make mistakes. But mistakes are our pathway to success. Lastly, have a purpose and practice it each and every day. Show up with a purpose. Hopefully that's to get better at those 7 habits when you walk through this building, because you can practice them every day. Have that purpose, practice it daily, grow as an individual. Last piece here, learning is the goal, not performance. Make learning your goal each and every day, and your performance will actually follow. If you come in each class and your goal is to learn something new every day, whether that's by asking a question or paying attention, your performance will follow, trust me. So make learning your goal. Moving on, as we close out Wednesday, expectations of being where you're supposed to be and doing what you're supposed to do. We've We've talked about hoodies, cell phones, things of that nature. Let's rotate over to lunch. These pictures over here are outdoor classroom, our indoor cafeteria, outdoor cafeteria, however you want to label that. That's what it should look like when you leave every day. That's doing what you're supposed to do. That's taking your trash and throwing it away. Making sure your plate is clean. That's doing what you're supposed to do. Being where you're supposed to be is you've got to come to the cafeteria during your lunchtime, whether you want to eat or not. We prefer that everybody ate, but if you don't want to eat, you're still coming to the cafeteria, interacting with your friends, and we're rotating down to the gym. We're not rotating anywhere else but the gym, and if we got to go somewhere else, we're talking to an adult. Again, this is being where we're supposed to be, doing what we're supposed to do. Very, very simple examples. Leave these lunchrooms the way you found them by throwing things away. Taking care of yourself. We love you guys. Great to see you back here on a Wednesday.